This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 1342. Hormones. Count hormones, not calories, by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. And I'm your host and narrator, Dr. Neil. Happy middle of the week Wednesday, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I read some of the best health and fitness blogs to you, usually with a little bit of my commentary at the end. Now, as I said, it's Wednesday, and usually we need a little bit of inspiration for these last couple of days of the week. So, without further ado, here's your bit of inspiration. Quote, "If we had no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometimes taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome." Charlotte Bronte. Now, before I get to today's post, don't forget, I answer your questions every Friday. Come by oldpodcast.com/ask or send your question via email to health@oldpodcast.com. Thank you in advance for taking the time to send me your questions. Listening to and responding to your questions is my favorite part of the week. All right, and with that, let's finally get to today's post and start optimizing your life. Hormones. Count hormones, not calories, by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. Getting healthy is about measuring your hormones and not about counting calories. See, you can take someone who has been trying to lose weight and put them on a starvation diet. Exercise them into the ground. But if their hormones are out of whack, they're not going to lose weight. They might even gain weight. I've seen it happen many times. What we do know, scientifically speaking, is that weight loss has very little to do with calories and a lot more to do with how our bodies process energy, which, surprise, is controlled by our hormones. Yes, gentlemen, your hormones too. Because hunger is related to hormones. Feeling full, high energy, and low energy are all regulated by hormones. Thus, both men and women need to be concerned about their hormones. Our hormones help us to feel balanced. They can either increase or diminish feelings of anxiety, depression, stress, etc. We've got to get our hormones in balance. Hormones will be out of balance if we're not taking in the proper amount of vitamins and minerals in our bodies. Can you take a supplement? Sure, but ideally, you want your body to do that for you. And it's only going to happen if you're absorbing properly. Hence, aches, pains, absolutely every autoimmune disease somehow ties back to inflammation. Inflammation in our gut, possibly. It's one big vicious cycle. Trying to attack it by counting calories is not going to fix your gut health. Understanding your hormones, like hormonal balance or imbalance, nutrition, and metabolism is. One possible reason we tend to have hormonal imbalances may be because of leaky gut. Just focus on this thought. 80% of the population today has leaky gut. That's new. It's slowly been increasing year after year after year, and there are so many reasons why. The main culprit? Potentially toxins. Think about everything that's toxic in our environment. All the things in different forms we're unknowingly exposing ourselves to. Whether we're topically applying them to our skin or eating foods that we think are healthy, we may be unknowingly exposing ourselves to toxins. Your body doesn't identify these toxins as recognizable. It sees them as foreign objects. Now think about what your body does with a foreign object on the inside, whatever the size. It's going to do what it can to push it out, right? Relatable anecdote time. The other day, I could tell there was something irritating my finger, even if I couldn't see it. I felt it every time I brushed the tip of my finger against something. Eventually, I realized it was the teeniest, tiniest shard of glass. Ouch. Again, not visible to the naked eye, so there was no point trying to pick it out. All that could be done was wait for my body to push it out. The tip of my finger soon became inflamed, red, and very swollen, until it finally started to scab up. And there she was one night, finally making her appearance, that deceptively cute, microscopic piece of glass. And when I woke up the next morning, she was gone. Imagine that rejection happening over and over for years and years on a very low level inside your gut. That's probably what's happening to many of us. And every year there are more fake foods with even more bizarre ingredients that make these foods taste even more delicious while keeping them low calorie and extending their shelf life. and we keep eating them. Then we wonder why our face is swollen, our eyes are puffy, our stomach is bloated, our joints ache, our knees hurt, our fingers are numb, our backs are sore, our necks are strained, and so on. We just assume it's us, right? Maybe something we did during training, or perhaps we slept wrong or ate something funny. As the years accumulate, our gut, unable to identify these foreign objects, may become inflamed. This may be why you're experiencing all kinds of health issues. The point is, lifers, for years, slowly, all of this becomes our sort of new normal. It feels normal that we don't feel well. Someone said to me recently, "Should I get tested for leaky gut?" I'm like, you can, but that's like asking, should I get tested for living a long life? Why not just put the principles in place that will allow you to live a longer life? Do you really need a test to figure out if you should improve your lifestyle? You have the power to change this, to live longer, be healthier, happier, but you've got to educate yourself. No more pointing fingers at someone. Looking for a quick fix is over. Trying every diet and/or exercise is futile. It's going to take education. But if I can't help you do it, you still need to do it. And I want you to make the decision to learn about your digestive health and how to figure these things out. It is so crucial. It's important if you want to lose weight, get healthier, and feel happier. Please, I need you to be your best. YouareTheBomb.com. But let's face it, we all have room for improvement. You just listened to the post titled Hormones. Count Hormones, Not Calories by Chalene Johnson of ChaleneJohnson.com. So, you're most likely here to work on making some positive changes in your life. And making changes is what Inside Tracker is all about. It's a personalized health and wellness platform that's super unique, built to help you live a longer and more productive life. And this has been years in the making. Inside Tracker was founded over a decade ago by top scientists in aging, genetics, and biometric data from MIT, Tufts, and Harvard. So here's how it works. The first time you use Inside Tracker, you'll get a clearer picture than you've ever had before of what's going on inside your body. This is from their patented algorithm that analyzes your biometric data. From there, Inside Tracker will provide you with a concrete and science-backed plan for reaching your health and performance goals. They'll then track your progress every step of the way so you can stay accountable and make those important changes. Now, for a limited time, my listeners get 25% off the entire Inside Tracker store. Go to insidetracker.com/OHD to get your discount code and to start using Inside Tracker today. Because change is an inside job. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. Today's author Chalene is right in that we're learning more and more about this idea of a leaky gut every day. It's a fairly new concept, so we definitely don't have all the answers about how food, a leaky gut, and other chronic diseases are related. But based on the research that has been published so far, it seems that highly processed foods may contribute to this condition of leaky gut. As Chalene described, what can happen in some people is after eating certain foods, the cells in their gut allow molecules to pass through the intestine and into the bloodstream, molecules that shouldn't have been allowed to get through in the first place. In turn, this triggers the body's defense system, the immune system, to wake up. That's because the immune system says, hey, wait a minute, these molecules shouldn't have gotten through the intestines, we must get rid of them. So, this triggers an immune response, a response that shouldn't have happened in the first place. When the immune system becomes hyperactive like this, it can lead to other side effects like joint pain, asthma, skin conditions, possibly arthritis, irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, and on and on. But again, the research on this is still new, so we'll see if this theory pans out over time. In the meantime, though, Chalene makes a strong argument. Until more research is performed on what causes leaky gut and how it might affect our health long term, isn't it better to be on the safe side and try and eat fewer processed foods, try and stay active, drink plenty of water, manage our stress a little bit better, and get regular restful sleep? After all, years and years of research has shown that these habits do in fact promote a longer, healthier life. All right, that does it for me for today. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you back here for tomorrow's show and where your optimal life awaits.